So when we enter this ravine, one of the first things I notice is this consistent 3 high little ledge right here, and I want to leverage this into making some sort of pathway system around here, and this comes around into here. All right, those paths I was talking about a second ago are all in, and I deepened these little caverns that we put them in, and I raised up the ceilings a bit, and now they feel nice to walk on. Over here, this one's a little bit narrower in some spots, but overall I think they're really nice texture with the, I believe it's spruce, yeah, the spruce, the jungle wood, and the oak. I think makes it look really nice, but what doesn't make it look really nice is all this dirt, diorite, gravel, coal ore. We got some granite over there. So I'm going to go through and retexture all these walls, make a nice little overhang on the top, and I'll be back with you once that is all done. I have textured all the walls up with some andesite and gravel, just makes them look a little bit more patchy. All stone looks unnatural. And then I've gotten in some of these drooping down vines and then some dirt overhang, just to sort of solidify the idea that we're, in this ravine that's sort of like a small cave, but there's still land above us with dirt and everything. And I think this creates a really nice effect. So if we go back over this way, you can kind of see when we're walking through, you just get this nice little effect out your peripheral vision, and it also kind of helps you tell where the edge is so you don't just walk right off. And all these little details just kind of come together to make it look a little bit more realistic, a little bit more believable, because when things look really unrealistic, they really stick out like a sore thumb, but once you kind of blend them in a little bit, you don't notice how realistic they look. It just feels more natural and really adds to the whole aesthetic of the area. And I think the next thing we need to work on is the lighting in this area. I think I want to have some chains with like some lanterns and stuff hanging down. So let's grab some of those materials. I think we'll do both some soul lanterns and some regular lanterns. And I just kind of want to hang them off of here so we can break out some of that. And then just connect a few chains. It's hard to see what I'm doing here. Bring those down and just sort of hang some lanterns at varying heights throughout this area. Let's see, we could bring one down right here, about 2 or 3 blocks, regular lantern there. Yeah, this is really going to add to the whole area, and we may just do some of these all the way down. I'm not sure yet, but you can see just that little detail, just how much better it makes the whole thing look. Oh yeah, that little touch right there, it just makes the whole area feel so much better, so much cozier, more alive. I think having all those little details, I think I might actually, let's put in some potted plants around here. Grab some orchids, and let's see, let's go. We can just like set one right there, I guess, just to see. Yeah, see, all those little details, they make the whole area feel more alive, more inhabited, and it just really brings the build together. So I think I'm gonna go around and just add a bunch more of these little details that, they don't really need to be there, but they just add that extra little touch that makes it just so much better. So I decided, just putting that little orchid there gave me an idea, and I decided to put a little house in here. And you can see we got like a little food preparation area here, you got a little bed, some shelves and stuff. It's a nice little place. You got wooden floors, and you can see by the ceiling, it's like you've sort of mined this whole area out of the side of the cliff, so I think it looks really nice. But this has given me the idea to dot these houses like all down the length of what we've done so far, all the way to about maybe right here. I put the last house right in that area, and then this will be sort of like where everyone lives, and then everyone can walk down here, and then this is going to descend downwards and sort of wrap around the edge here. And it's going to come down to here, and I thought maybe this could be like a little marketplace area or something. I don't know yet. So I think I'm going to put a few more of these little houses in. We may not even furnish them. We may just make doorways for the aesthetic. I don't know. But I will be back with you guys once some of that is done. Alright, I have gone ahead and gotten a few more of these little doorways installed. We've got this one here. None of them actually have anything inside. They're just some nice little doorways. This one we did a minute ago is the only one that's really anything. The rest are purely decorative, but you can see we've got these 3 here, and then we got this one with the bigger doors, and then we come over to the other side. We got this one with the warped wood, sort of supposed to look like maybe a little duplex area. Then we come back this way. We got one with the crimson doors and a little lantern sitting there. And there should be, yep, one more here, another one that's sort of supposed to look like a duplex. We got the little divider between the two different entryways and whatnot. And then I also went ahead and there was this water source block down here that was flowing down, and this diorite was blocking it off. I broke that, and I just sort of trained the water down, and then put some more in, and now we have it flowing through all these various pools down here. Of course, this one was already here, but now it just kind of looks a little bit better with this system of flowing water through into all these little ponds. Maybe make them into like bathing areas, I don't know. But what I do know is that it's time for a time lapse. You didn't think I was gonna leave it all blocky like that, did you? Did you? No. Alright, since that time lapse, I've been editing some of that stuff together, and I realized my voice sounds really boring. I'm not really putting very much emotion in there. I'm not really talking, and I know that can be really annoying. You listen to someone on YouTube, they're making a video, and it's just not fun to listen to. I have plenty of YouTubers I know of that they're working on stuff, making videos I'd love to watch, but I just don't enjoy listening to them talk, so I'm going to try and fix that in my videos. Put a little more emotion in there, a little bit more emphasis on some of my words, kind of talk a little bit more interesting, try to correct some of the audio issues and whatnot, make it a little more pleasant. But on regards to the actual project at hand, I've just been going around getting rid of some of these ores and veins of granite and whatnot. I already went through and did that in this area over here. As you can see, I'm leaving the gravel in. I think it makes a nice little accent, but all the diorite and everything has got to go. It really just destroys the entire look of the place. It's looking so nice, and you got these big blobs of white and whatever. What would you say granite is? What even color is that? It's like in the maroonish, orangish, brownish. It's like its own type of color. It's not pretty to look at, I can tell you that much. So I'm going around just replacing all this stuff, and that will just make the whole area look so much better. It won't stick out as much when we're flying around and looking at it and whatnot. Alright, we got all that retexturing done, and I mentioned these pools down here earlier, this sort of public swimming, bathing type area. It's all coming from up here, and one big problem with it right now is that there's no realistic way to get down there, like Minecraft mechanics, you just jump from that ledge into water, but I want this to be realistic, so we're going to create some sort of like little spiraling staircase system, I think, that comes down here. And I want to make like a little pathway system for people to come along and get in and out of the water and whatnot. So, yeah. I got no clue how I'm going to do it, so give me a few minutes and I'll be back with you with a plan this time. Hopefully I don't just keep bringing things up without having any idea what I'm doing. Alright, I've got a pretty solid plan. I think it's pretty darn foolproof, and that is that there is no plan. I'm just going to start placing blocks and see where this goes. This is kind of how I've just done all the platforms, and I try to keep some sort of randomness to the pattern with the wood just so that it doesn't look too natural, or too unnatural, I should say, and just sort of make the whole area feel a little bit better. When you got perfectly straight lines in an area like this, it really sticks out, does not look good, so I'm going to kind of try and hug the corners here and work my way down. Okay, apparently I missed a few spots. We'll just patch those up. Okay, so the plan as of right now is we're going to have this pathway, which by the way is looking like this right now. They're connecting right here, and we're going to bring it down, and we're having it come over here, and then it's going to go through this little tunnel I'm digging out here, and then that is going to come out at some point here into another descending stairway, and then from there there'll be like a little boardwalk area down here where everyone can get in and out of the water. That is the plan right now. It's subject to change. We'll see where it goes from here. Although I gotta say, I am really loving all of the lichen and glowberries and just all the bioluminescent stuff they've added in 1.17, and I cannot wait for 1.18 to come out for all the new terrain generation and everything, which the first pre-release just came out a couple days ago, so we can hopefully look forward to that pretty soon. Alright, I think our little pathway setup here is pretty well done. So if we come from this little fork where it connects, it kind of spirals around here, and then it comes through this little cave, which I decided to make into the entire walkway. So you can see pretty much everything is half slabs. And then you come down here and you're to the water, and this is the second pond right here. The first one you just go right up over here to get to, and I missed a couple spots. And so then you can just walk right along there, and this is the second pond. To get to the third one, you hop on these little stones, walk down here, and you can get to all the waterways. So I'm pretty happy with the way all of this is looking. And so I think we need a brief little overview type tour thing of what we've done so far. So we're in our little house here on the side of the ravine, looking all nice and cozy. We can go outside, and if we head off this way, we got our neighbors here. Hi! And then we can come down this way, and if we want to see our neighbors on the other side, we'll just take that little crossing, and that's an oversight right there. And we can just walk along this way. We got our neighbors here. Hi! And so this is just sort of our whole general living area. You can make a full loop around all the houses, or you can go down this way, down our nice little zigzaggedy little, what do you call it, staircase type thing. You can come down here, and we got this nice tree down here. I don't know why there's a tree down here, but there is. Then you can come over here, and we got this nice little sort of like food court area with glowberries and a little place to sit, and just all types of cozy in here. And then when you're done with your activities for the day, you can head on back up your little windy staircase thing, and you can go to the far end of the area you live in. We'll just fly to make this a little quicker. And we can come down this way, down another little zigzaggedy staircase into a nice little cave with some vegetation. We can come down, we can hop in the water, take a splash, get cleaned up, and just go for a nice little swimmy. Yes, I said swimmy. Swimmy? Swanson. And of course, for anyone flying over, they get a pretty nice view, and yeah, that's all I've got to say. But I think that is where we're going to call it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check this world out for yourself, there will be a GitHub download link in the description, as well as a link to the website where I got the seed for this world. And hey, if you're still here at the end of the video, maybe you enjoyed it, consider subscribing, and I will see you next time.